Line geometry, parallel lines. Transversal and intercepts, angle formed by the transversal, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. So all these concepts are going to be linked in the description box. You can watch it and go through it. Then only you will be able to understand what I have explained you in this theorem. So moving towards the theorem, we are going to do today interior angle theorem. Now, in this, the theorem is if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angles are on either side of the transversal are supplementary. Now, what they have said is there are two parallel lines. This is the first theorem and we have to follow the theorem as it is in the textbook. We don't have to make any changes into it. So just explaining you, these are the two parallel lines and this is the intersection line. Now this is M, line L and line A, N. A, D, C and B. Now what we have to prove is that interior angles on either side of the transversal are supplementary. Now what does supplementary means? The angles that form 180 degree are known as supplementary angles. And now what are interior angles? The link has been given in the description box. You have to go through it to know what is interior angles. Okay, so moving towards the theorem, this is the diagram that we have to form. First, this is the first step of the theorem. Then, what is been given? What has been given? You have to write it down. Line L is parallel to line M. Then, N is the transversal. You have to write all the details that have been given in the theorem's question as well as the changes that you have made in the diagram. Considering the diagram, you have to write the given. So in this, angle A, angle B are interior angle. Got it? Angle A and B are interior angle. And angle C and angle D are interior angle formed. Got it? In this way we have to write the given. So what we have to find that the interior angles so formed are supplementary. Supplementary means they are of the measure 180 degree. Got it? Now how are you going to solve it? First we have to write, this was given, first diagram, then the given, then to prove. You have to write to prove. In this, we have to first write what we have to prove. We have to prove angle A plus angle B is supplementary and angle C plus angle D is also supplementary. These are the two interior angles that we are going to get from this diagram. So we have to prove that they are 180 degree. In this way, we have to write to prove. Then we have to write the proof. Here we have to write all the given reasons that we can find in order to prove the question that is being asked. Now three possibilities are arising regarding the sum of the measures of the angle A and B. That angle A plus B can be greater than 180, it can be smaller than 180 or it can be is equal to 180. Three possibilities are there: greater, smaller and is equal to. So moving towards the first assumption, that is angle A plus angle B is greater than 180. Sorry, 180 is greater than angle A and angle B. Now, if we see the line L and line M are produced with intersection of each other on the side of the transversal A and B. They are formed on the other side of the transversal A and B. So, but the line L and line M are parallel, that has been given. So, we can prove that angle A and angle B, sorry not plus, angle B are formed or produced on the other side, right? They are produced on the other side of the intercept. Got it? So from this we can state that angle A plus angle B is smaller than 180 degree, and this is impossible. Got it? This is our first conclusion. Now suppose this was the first conclusion. The second conclusion is angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. This is true. Now you will see this is on the other side of the intercept. On this side the intercept D and C are there. These angles are there on the other side of the intercept. So they are greater than 180, which we can obviously observe and say that this is on the either side. This is 90. Got it? This was supposed to be 90 and the other side it is greater than 90. Got it? So A plus B can be 180. This is true. This statement is true. Now we have to take this possibility. Therefore, angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree, but angle A plus angle D is equal to 180. Therefore, angle C plus angle D is also 180. Got it? If we take the intercepts from the either sides, both states that they are 180 degree. What reason we have to give? Angles in a linear pairs. Got it? This is the reason for this theorem. Now, suppose angle A plus angle B plus angle D plus angle C gives us 180. This was 180. This is 180. So what will be the total? 360. Therefore, angle C plus angle D will be 360 minus angle A plus angle B. Hope you are understanding it. If angle A and B is 180 and angle D and C is also 180, the total will give you 360. Got it? So, using this example, if we keep this over here, 360 as it is, when we take this over there, this is addition, obviously this is plus positive. When we move it to the second part, that is equal to part, it gives us negative sign. So, this will change to angle A plus angle B is greater than 180, then 360 minus angle A plus angle B. In this way we have to write. Then only we can say that angle C plus angle D is smaller than 180, because we have to form 360. Got it? If this is 180, this has to be smaller. If this is bigger, this has to be smaller. If this is bigger, then this has to be smaller. Either ways we have to follow. Got it? See, I will explain you in the diagram. I will explain you in the diagram. If A and B, this total gives you 180. Obviously, this has to be smaller side. It will be less than 360. And if this is 180, this side has to be smaller than 180. Got it? So, one of the side has to be greater and one has to be smaller. So, in the case of line M and N, line M and L produced with the intersection of each other on the side of the transversal, where C and D are formed, C and D is greater than 180, is impossible. Obviously, this is not greater than 180. You can see the slant. See these angles. So they are smaller than 180. Therefore, we can say that angle CA plus angle B is greater than 180. We have to take these two possibilities and consider the diagram. So this possibility is true, whereas this possibility is untrue. We cannot compare this with 180 because 180 is greater than C and D. Got it? So C and D is 180 degree is right. So we get the second possibility. The remaining possibility is third possibility, that if A and B are equal, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. First what we took, angle A plus angle B is smaller than 180. Then we took angle A plus angle B is greater than 180, which was true. We just now proved it. This was false. Now we have to prove this. Angle A plus angle B is equal to 80 degree. We have to prove. We have to prove this is equal to 180. Got it? Now how are you going to prove this? See, from 1 and 2, the conclusions from the previous thing, second and first, we get that here you have to mention it, from 1 and 2, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Got it? So we get is equal to from both the sides, from first and second we get the conclusion A plus B is equal to 180 degree and angle C plus D is also is equal to 180 degree. From both the conclusions we can find it. Now moving towards, hope you understood it, moving towards the corresponding angle theorem. This is very small theorem, so I'll explain you. And this is corresponding angle. What are corresponding angles? For that, the link has been given in the description box. You have to see it in order to understand. The same diagram we have to take, only difference is we have to just compare A, C and B. Only the interior angles have been given. Now what is the theorem of corresponding angle theorem? The corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are equal. Means the corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? If you will see the link that has been given in the description box, the angle that is formed in the C shape is supposed to be the corresponding angles. Now what we have to compare, that these corresponding angles are in equal measures. For that, first diagram you have to draw, which I have shown you. This diagram is to be drawn according the theorem that they have given. Got it? So given is line L is parallel to line M and line N is the transversal. Got it? This is to be written as given. Then to prove, what we have to prove over here, that angle A plus angle B, I said na, this is the corresponding angle. So angle A plus angle B is equal to, we have to prove angle A is equal to, we have to prove angle A is equal to B, corresponding angle. These are corresponding angle, therefore we have to prove that these two angles are of the same measures. For that we have to write the proof, that is angle A plus angle C. What will give it the total? 180 degree. It is of 180 degree. This and this angle is of 180 degree. This is A and this is C. The total of this will give you 180 degree. How you are going to measure it? You are going to measure it in this way. Got it? So this is 180 degree. Then this is the angles in linear pair. Got it? They are in the same linear pair, linear line. That is why I said you have to compare it in this way. Now angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. For this we are using the property B and C, property of interior angle. Got it? This is supposed to be second. This is supposed to be first conclusion, second conclusion. Got it? Now, from first and second, you will see that from first and second, angle A plus angle C is equal to angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Got it? From this conclusion, from these two, we got these two. From this, it is proved that angle A is equal to angle B. Because C is common, angle A is equal to angle B. Eliminating C. You have to write it over here. Got it? Now, moving towards the third theorem. Third theorem, that is alternate angle theorem. In this also we have to draw two parallel lines. Two parallel lines are to be drawn and a transversal N. This is L, this is M, this is D, C and B. Now what we have to prove in this theorem, the alternate angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines, alternate angles. Now what are alternate angles? Alternate angles are the angles that are formed in the Z position. Got it? You will find it in the link that I have given in the description box. Okay, so go through it. So we have to find the alternate angles. So what has been given? Line L is parallel to line M, where line N is transversal. Same we have to write given, then to prove. What we have to prove? That angle D, this is D, angle D is equal to angle B. You will see it is forming in the Z form. Got it? So what will be the proof? Angle D plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. These both are forming 180 degree. Got it? So the reason you have to give over here is angles in linear pair. They are in one straight pair. This is the first conclusion. The second conclusion is going to be angle C plus angle B is also 180 degree. See, angle C plus angle B is also 180 degree. The reason you have to give over here is property of interior angle. Interior angle property. Got it? This is supposed to be the second reason. So from first and second, what we get? Angle D is equal to angle C, and this angle C plus angle D. You have to combine from first and second, you get this conclusion. After getting this conclusion, eliminate the C, you will get angle D is equal to angle B. This is what has been required. Now angle B and D are the alternate angles. Got it? Here you have to give the reasons, eliminating C. Hope you understood all the three theorems. If there are any problems regarding the theorems, you please mention in the comment box so that I can go through and tell you what is the problem you are facing. Got it? So you have to first go through all the link that has been given in the description box in order to understand the linear pairs, the transversals, the interior angles, the alternate angles, the corresponding angle, all is been linked in the description box. Go through that first and then follow the theorems. You will quickly understand the theorems. Thank you.